It's that time. Doki Doki Panic. I'm not gonna tell you the history, because you already know it. And if you don't, shame, shame. Colonel Sanders' swollen prostate. How are you today? You're first today. Is this Mario 2? Shh, don't tell them that. So the last stream I did was The Untouchables on NES. And before I started the game, I read some Nintendo Power stuff. So I did that for maybe like 10-15 minutes. Something like that. And then there's a guy who was freaking out because I put the video on YouTube. And they said, this video doesn't start. Actually, if you guys want the gameplay, it starts like 21 minutes into this. What if I've done entire streams that are just me looking at Nintendo Power. I guess that guy didn't like those streams. Alraz, thank you very much for gifting out subs. Gifted out subs to Victor85, M Noob, 4 8-bit gamers, L something, it went by, damn it, and Hasha Gashi, and then Indie Dev Guy sub. Thank you guys for the subs. Okay, so that's what we're doing today. My only thing about this, I hope, so there's 2 like files on this, and I guess, you know, with the Famicom Disk System, you're supposed to flip the disc over or whatever, so hopefully that doesn't screw me halfway through this with flipping the disc over, because that always, you know, I'll get like halfway through and then it won't be able to finish it or something. That's what I'm worried about. But anyway, so now that a few people are in here, I had a question for you guys. And also, thank you Skrank, OG, and R Marsh. People are always asking me questions. I have a question for you. Okay, so let me just get this straight for a second so I can think about this. So it was 1960, I think, that in 1960, the Flintstones came out. Okay, you remember the Flintstones? And Fred Flintstone says, yabba dabba do, right? And then later on, I don't know how much later, but quite a while later, I think, they did Scooby-Doo, right? And what was Scooby-Doo's catchphrase? Scooby-Dooby-Doo, right? So originally you had Yabba Dabba Doo, and then, I don't know, 10 years later or something, you have Scooby-Dooby-Doo. They're both made by Hanna-Barbera. And so there's somebody in my chat and he goes, hurry it up. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna, now we're not playing the game. Now we're only gonna talk about Scooby-Doo for 2 hours. I'm gonna start, in fact, just in case, maybe, I see 10 more people just came in. Let me start over with what I was talking about, because I want to make sure they understand the question that I have for you guys. Oh, now another 10 people, 197 now. Now I have to start over again. Boy, the number keeps changing. The more people that come into the room, I'm just going to have to keep starting over. Boy, this could take a while to get through this, don't you think? So, in 1960, the year 1960, Flintstones came out. Fred Flintstone had a catchphrase. Catchphrase was Yabba Dabba Doo. Many years later, Hanna-Barbera's and Ruby Spears, all them, they made another show called, Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? And Scooby-Doo had a catchphrase too. Hang on, I gotta slow this down a little bit. Scooby-Doo also had a catchphrase, and his catchphrase was Scooby-Dooby-Doo. So I want to make sure we all understand this. So you have, on one side, you have Yabba Dabba Doo, right, with the Flintstones, and then with Scooby-Doo, you have Scooby-Dooby-Doo. You see this? You see this? How it's similar there? You ever notice that before? Okay. So here's my question, if you're ready for it, or I can give I can give the I can say it again if you need me to. I'll slow it down a little bit. So in 1960, Flintstones, 1960, Yabba Dabba Doo. Later on, there was a show, Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo said, Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Okay, we understand that part of it? That's the first part. This fucking guy in my chat. Anyway, here's the question. So I want to know who paid for the gas in the mystery machine. Do you think that Fred, always got stuck with the bill? Because it seemed like Scooby and Shaggy were just, kind of, freeloading it in the back, eating the Scooby snacks, and I feel like nobody else was paying. Don't you feel like Fred got stuck with the bill? Oh, Fred's parents. That's probably the actual answer. Yeah, he's a rich asshole. Fred for sure. Flute Wizard says, hands down, it was always Fred or his parents' money. All right, so now we have the answer that I was looking for. This is a nice poster. It's a German Mega Man poster, Mega Man 2. This is an Atari Asteroids hanging mobile. Vintage. Today, I'll be playing Doki Doki Panic. I Fornicate, thank you very much for gifting out subs to the community that gifted out subs to K Win, Devil666, Angry Platypus, Overlord Peerless, and the Hard Leggin. Thank you very much, I Fornicate, for the subs, and Greg 49017, thank you very much. How many licks does it take to get to the center of a blow pop? The world may never know. Why is the game on? Because I made the decision to turn the game on. That's why. And I'll also make the decision when to start it. Whatever you do, definitely play the game. Oh, you want me to actually play it? Oh, okay, we can play it. All right. So this is Doki Doki Panic. Let's start the game. How about that? 1-1. Max Power 815. Thank you very much for the sub. So this character here was originally Mario. Mario character created by Nintendo. Not originally. Originally it was this guy here. And then they changed it into Mario. From the Super Mario Brothers. You may have heard of him. Do you like how there's no sound effect when you grab an item? Doesn't it feel... It feels like the world is wrong. So... Oh! Magic lamp. See, that makes more sense, doesn't it? Ooh. Hey, that looks like the heart from Zelda 2. Kind of. Do you think that was the same sprite? It's right around the same time as Zelda 2, Mario 2. They might have been reusing the same. Somebody should compare those hearts. Take that heart and lay it on top of the big size heart piece from Zelda 2. I can tell you one thing. I know that the waterfall seems to move at a different pace in this. Seems to be faster. Ooh. These are Shy Guys, who later was they're in the Super Mario Brothers movie that just came out. These guys, and so I want to know. So the guy who actually made the Shy Guy for Doki Doki Panic, does he get a cut off of the Super Mario Brothers theatrical feature film that's going on right now? The like $900 million worldwide smash sensation. There's a guy, and he made that sprite for Doki Doki Panic. What was that guy's name? Was it Mr. Nintendo? Aren't they in Yoshi's Island too? Oh, I see what you're saying. You're saying don't even go as far as the movie that's out now because like he probably already wasn't getting paid. Did he get cut a check for Yoshi's Island? All the sales. The guy who made that sprite. Who made the sprite for Doki Panic? Anyway, so you have these four characters. There was also Papa, who was Toad, and Lena, that was Princess. And all these poor forgotten characters, like that guy right there, those little guys, you know what? See, they're from Doki Panic, but you know where else they were used? Super Mario World. What if that was a different person? You know how much money Super Mario World made? A couple dollars. There's literally a theme park, like Super Nintendo World, for Super Nintendo. Like Super Mario World, Super Nintendo. There's a fucking theme park. I made a video really, really long time ago. First thing I ever made with James. It's Mario Sagali. And the idea of it was like, so Mario Sagali was Miyamoto's landlord, and he needed to name his character in his like Donkey Kong game, right? So I had to do this project of like the alternate history of a famous person. So I picked Mario Sagali because Mario giant, that's famous, right? There's a fucking movie in the theaters right now. So biggest character, one of the biggest characters ever, Mario. So in my fictional reality, he was really angry. He'd be really angry. He'd be like, "Oh, you used my name to make one of the most famous characters ever. Like, where's my paycheck?" But then I found out later that I guess he was like, in real life, he was rich. Like he didn't need the money, so he probably didn't fucking care. But like, I don't know, just kind of for like matter of principle, don't you think? Like, don't you think he should have got a check? Like, hey, we use your name. I think that they should have got some money. Something. They got nothing. Anyway, so that's what I think of, the same thing. I don't know, maybe the same programmer ended up working on Mario 2 or something? No, that didn't happen. They just fucking changed the sprites. They had one fucking guy. You know what they had? They had an artist who made a bunch of art of like Mario and Toad and all this, and they had a bunch of art made up, and then they just literally, it's a fucking sprite swap. The fucking guy at Nintendo that worked on Mario 2, there was probably one guy. It was one guy, basically, other than the people that did like the drawings and the art for it. So I want to know, who was the guy that did the sprite swap from Doki Doki Panic and changed them to Mario? Because that was the only guy that worked on Mario 2, pretty much. Oh, and I guess somebody added sound effects, like, basically, right? Like, there's a couple differences, but, like... Dude, like, the people on the internet now, like, these people that do the mods and whatever, it's just, like, they could have made Mario 2. Be like, oh, you just want me to do a sprite swap, you mean? You know how many sprite swaps are out there? Meanwhile, like, billion-dollar franchise. Do you see what I'm saying? I'm saying that the world is very unjust, and I think that the poor... Imagine being the fucking people who made Doki Panic. Then again, you know what? Whoever owned it sold it to Nintendo, right? They got paid back then, right? Because Nintendo's like, yeah, we want to use your game, and then they gave money for it. So they got paid then. But the thing about it is, like... And then years fucking later, and then now it's like the biggest like franchise ever. I would just like to know if they're pissed off. That's what I would want to know. Are they pissed off? Do they want like a paycheck? Because I think they deserve more than like... Nintendo's like, here's like... So we want to change your Doki Doki Panic into Mario. We're going to give you $100. And they're like, ooh, $100? All right. And then Nintendo gives them a $100 bill, and then that's all they get. And then for the next like 40 years or whatever, the rest of their lives, they're just see like, you go into like Target and you got like these Mario toys and everything's, you know, fucking Toad and all this shit. I don't know. Just saying. Just saying. Why am I playing a hack of Mario 2? Exactly. That, by the way, that was the same green. That's it for Adventure Island. It's the same color. It's true. Somebody's gonna do the comparison now of the green and put them side by side, and the shade of green is gonna be like 1% off, and then they're gonna be like, hey Mike, fuck you, it's not the same shade of green. Or what if the fucking heart shape isn't the same as the Zelda 2 heart? I could be wrong. I could be wrong on multiple accounts here. Listen, I just have to make conversation as I do this. I've done like 145 Mario 2 streams. So, I just have to say things. That's all this is. See, people get upset with me later and they're like, in the stream you did on April 24th, 2023, you said that... Don't worry about what I said. It's all bullshit. I say things wrong all the time. Does it really matter to you? Are you gonna be laying on your deathbed, like, upset because I said something wrong? Some fact wrong about, like, Shy Guys? I'm just some fucking idiot on Twitch talking about Toad and Mario and whatever. None of this matters. So don't fucking worry about it. Well, they say don't get your panties in a bundle. Well, like, I don't know, maybe you're wearing boxer shorts. Don't cream your boxers. Yeah, that's it. That's what I was trying to say. Ooh, look, it's Bozo. I didn't know that. It kind of looks like me, actually. Hello! What are aren't those are mushrooms in the actual thing, aren't they? I think they're mushrooms. Now listen, let's talk about something else. There are probably like 1,000, probably more videos on YouTube and on the internet already of people making the comparisons between US Mario 2 and Doki Doki Panic. So once again, none of this is necessary. It's already been done. Is this helping my case out? Is this helping the stream out? Should I not say that? Does Phantos not come alive? Wait a second. Oh yeah, he does. But just not on the first screen. Okay, they changed that. That's different. There you go. I found a gameplay thing that's different. Boy, isn't that crazy. You know what the biggest difference is the sound effect thing and not having the sound effects. That's actually a pretty big improvement, I'm realizing. You gotta have those sound effects. Maybe Doki Panic sucks. Still, Mario isn't even in this! Why would you want to play this? Wait a second. Are you telling me that Mario is not going to be in this game? Well, this is a giant waste of time. I'm sorry. Now I'm upset. I just realized that he's not going to be in this, and I'm very upset. Also, those fucking things. Wait a second. I'm thinking about Mario 1. Wait. Mario 1. Does Mario 1 have, like, things going around the edges like that? I don't think it does, right? It's got the fire wheels, but it doesn't have, like, those. Those are an iconic thing. Think about Mario World. How many fucking things in Mario World are going around like that are gonna kill you? Dude, that's from fucking Mario 2. Oh, now the music's completely gone. Oh, here, there. So, yeah, another thing. That's an iconic Mario thing that they used in, like, a million Mario games. Is the, like, sparky thing going around. They fucking stole that. It's all stolen. The whole Mario franchise is a fucking sham. It's all a bunch of bullshit. My whole life is false. It's all wrong. I knew it. Tony the Tiger with a P, thank you very much for the sub, and Cyborg Cable also. Didn't know you were streaming, just heard yelling over at Erin's. Oh yeah, so I don't control YouTube or Twitch, believe it or not, so I have no idea. People ask me about notifications and all this. I have no idea. I've tried to give answer, click the fucking bell and do this and that. None of it works and nothing's reliable, so I don't have any answer for you other than to leave your computer monitor on with the volume up with my channel on it at all times, and that's the only thing I can think of for you to always be able to catch everything. Because nothing's reliable and everything sucks. So, I don't know what to tell you. That green, though, is definitely from the Adventure Island box cover, I would say. Don't you think? Mike, do you think Inspector Gadget eats food and takes shits because he's a cyborg? I'm pretty sure there's episodes of the cartoon where he's eating. So yes, I know that he eats. Is it gonna tell me to turn the disc over or whatever? But does he shit? The inside of his body might just be like completely like he's not gonna have like a stomach or like intestines maybe. It might just get like evaporated or like vaporized once it's inside of him. So does he shit? He would have to have like a stomach and intestines for the food to be like turned into shit. And I feel like that's a giant waste of space inside him. See, he's also got all these other things that have to happen, right? So like all of a sudden he's got skis that come out. Where are those stored? Go-Go Gadget skis, or Go-Go Gadget copter, or Go-Go Gadget whatever, this or that. He's got all these things. I'm gonna say that all his insides are probably filled with the gadgets. His brain somewhere is probably like positronic, you know, or he's got some kind of brain system that helps him do like all the personality stuff. But like I feel like a large portion of it, especially like his torso, is probably filled with a lot of the gadgets that he has to use all the time. So, and also like I've seen all the episodes, so he only has like so many. I'm gonna say like on the original series Inspector Gadget, he's probably got like 20 or 30 different gadgets. It's like reasonable that they all probably like fit inside of his body, even if like some of them like fold up or something. So I'm gonna say that Inspector Gadget probably doesn't shit, but he does eat because he's supposed to like kind of simulate a real person. So that's my answer. Eat yes, shit no. I could be wrong. I'm not saying that that's like a definitive answer. That's just my thought on the matter. Who knows? Maybe he does. Maybe he does shit, and they could be like stinky, nasty, awful shits. You never know. Even though that I made one video on the internet like 12 years ago or something, that became like this meme. Believe it or not, you know, I'm not the authority on Inspector Gadget. And, you know, we made videos on a lot of things. I did videos, you know, we did videos on, like, the Hammer horror movies and the Universal horror movies and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle stuff. And I wrote a video on Thundercats one time. And, like, I don't know, like, all kinds of shit. Top 10 videos and all this stuff. I feel like does anybody remember any of those videos? Because the only one I ever hear, I did like 15 years worth of videos. Like seriously, nobody talks about like top 10 jumping through the windows or top 10 like electrocutions. Nobody ever mentions any of those videos that I worked on for like a decade and a half. But boy, do I hear about that Inspector Gadget video. You know I did like 1,000 other videos, like edited. Let's only talk about that one too. Like literally, like look at this. Like I'm gonna show you something. You think I'm kidding? This is today. Okay, this is today. Person does. It's like an Inspector Gadget thing, and he says, "Mike Matei, how am I gonna review this mobile sandbox game without a co-host to give me a second opinion?" And then it's like an art of Inspector Gadget. It's funny. I responded to it, but it's like, it's as though I didn't do 1,000 other videos. It's like, it's amazing to me. You know, like, honestly, like, and, like, I feel like that way, because, okay, so, like, to be clear, like, so it's, like, James is, like, voicing the videos, but it'll be, like, let's say it's, like, a movie review. I might have spent, like, a week or two, like, editing, like, one of these, like, fucking movie reviews that have, like, all these clips in it and stuff. I gotta capture all this fucking shit and find the footage. It's like, oh, get the clip of Bela Lugosi and get the clip of, you know, all these specific clips, right? And, like, you spend, like, you know, 4 or 5 days on a video, then you move to the next video, then the next video, then the next video. Did, like, 15 years of this, right? All these videos. There's one video that gets mentioned. And you know what's also weird about that? I'm going to tell you another thing that's weird about that. A lot of those videos had more views than, like, the Inspector Gadget thing, you know? Because, like, some of those videos are, like, millions and millions and millions of views. Nobody talks about any of those videos. It's only in the Inspector Gadget video. Is the only one that ever gets fucking mentioned of 15 fucking years. Pretty much. Or it's an AVGN video. Maybe, okay, so, like, AVGN videos or the Inspector Gadget video, and that's, like, it. Like, pretty much, like, as far as I ever see, it's like, okay, why did we make all those top 10 videos and, like, all those other videos? I feel like we shouldn't have ever made any of that stuff, because clearly nobody fucking remembers any of that. Any of it. Like, if you want to, like, that's how I feel about it. You asked me about what do you think about the Inspector Gadget thing? What do I think about it? I think that I made 15 years of other content, and that's the only fucking thing that I ever hear about. That's what I think about it. That's my opinion. Because it was your magnum opus? Apparently so. But the fact that, like, I still get, like, every day, like, somebody will send me art, or there'll be, like, some video. Somebody makes, like, some YouTube video or whatever. Somebody made let me tell you, you know what the funniest one was? Or one of the funniest ones? Somebody made one that was, it's like, you know, like Garfield without Garfield? It's like that, but they took, I think they take, I forget if it's me or if it's Gadget. I think they took, it's like Gadget without Gadget, I think. And it's just me, and it's like I'm talking to myself, kind of. Or was it the reverse of that, and it's just Gadget? I forget. But either way, one of us is missing. And it was, I haven't seen it in a while, but it was really fucking funny when I saw it. But anyway, that was today. Like, I guess somebody sent me, like, art. That video was, like, a decade ago. What is it with that? Is it just because, I'll tell you what though, like, I kind of get it too, because it's like a thing where it's very easy to, like, replicate. Like you could be like, oh, remember that Inspector Gadget video? And then your friend's like, oh yeah, I remember that, brown bricks. And then you and your friends are like, oh, brown bricks. Because it's like a very easy thing to, like, imitate. Maybe, is that what kept it alive? Like, I don't know. Or there's too many, there's like, it's not just one thing. There's like a laundry list of reasons why I'm still hearing about that video, I guess. That's what the guy said. He says it's my magnum opus. I like that. That's the opus. Not to be confused with the magnum oh shit, I guess. What the hell happened to that pumpkin right there? Did you see that? Is that gonna happen again? Well, not if I do it like that. Wait, I want that to happen again. Did you see how it went off the screen, like, all weird? See, that time it didn't do it. Okay, I don't know. That was a one-time only thing, I think. I wonder if that came up on the capture. Sometimes I say things and then I worry about, like, if it doesn't come up. Because sometimes the capture looks a little different than, like, on a CRT. I have a video, actually, that, I did you know the YouTube shorts? I did this one of DuckTales glitch where Scrooge McDuck gets his head cut in half. And if you capture the game with like an Elgato, you can't see the same thing that you see on a CRT. Because on a CRT, what you have to do to make that glitch happen, Scrooge McDuck has to stand on on the side of the minecart, like sort of half in and half out of the minecart. And on a CRT, you can see it. Scrooge is like kind of blended in. So I did a shot where I filmed it with my iPhone, and then in the video you can see it because I like filmed the actual CRT. But when you see the capture, you can't see it. It's just like you see one or the other. You see either the minecart or you see the Scrooge, but it's not like blended together. So the point is, sometimes I mention things on stream and they're like that, and people are like, that didn't happen or this didn't happen. It's like, you are not in the room and you're not seeing. That's why like sometimes I like to do these streams where I actually like film the CRT, because it's like that can be like really fucking frustrating. You're like, oh yeah, sure, oh yeah, we see it, sure, Mike, right. You know, and then nobody fucking believes what you're saying and shit. That's what really sucks. That like takes me back to like being a kid, and then something happens in a video game, and you're like, oh, I was playing Mario, and Mario fell through the pipe, or something weird happens, right? And then like nobody believes you. But now I can record stuff, so most of the stuff is provable, but some of it is not, because depending on like if it's like a thing like that where the CRT or whether the capture card like picks it up or not. Are we ever gonna get that kind of technology to where we can capture NES games but have it look like it looks in real life, like on a CRT, to the audience? Like you're on Twitch and you're watching it, and I wanna fucking stream. I want to do a stream one day. Here's where I want this to go. I'll be using a capture card, and I stream DuckTales, and then I'm able to show you the glitch of Scrooge getting the head cut off, but you can actually see him blended in the fucking thing. Where's that technology? How come that doesn't work? It's very frustrating. We used to have that problem all the time because the earlier AVGN episodes were recorded on DVDs. Well, like early, we did it VHS tapes and mini DV tapes and a bunch of different ways. But for a long time, they were done on DVDs, and people would be like, "Well, why would you record it on DVD?" It's because most of those are from before capture cards, you know. And it took James a little bit longer to catch up with the capture card thing, because he doesn't do streams and stuff. So eventually I set him up with the capture card and all that shit. But basically, I think I was doing the Kid Cool video, and I think there was something like that in there where I wanted to say something about like a character. I have to like look at it again, but something with like a character glitching out on screen or some weird thing, and I could see it when I was recording it on the CRT, but then I think we went to show it in the video, and like it didn't. It might not even be in the video. We might have had to cut it out because it didn't make sense because you couldn't see it, or maybe it's in it. I don't know. I have to rewatch it to see. But there was things like that sometimes where it was like you wanted to mention something and then you couldn't because it wouldn't. Like, I don't know, it was like the interlacing or something. I'm explaining this really badly. See, this is where I'm not like a tech person, you know? With some of this shit. That's why it amazes me. There's some of these YouTubers that make these, you know, sort of tech gaming videos. I have all the respect in the world for that because I'm not technically inclined, you know? And so some people can really make some really awesome content. There we go. But I mean, we're not that kind of channel, you know. Our channel is just to be fucking stupid, basically. I think we do a damn good job of being stupid, don't you? Mike, I shit you not. even the chat GPT knows about the gadget video. And somebody else messaged me today, something about aliens and AI and the chat GPT and then gadget or something. I don't even know what you people are talking about sometimes. But somebody's like, Mike, the aliens are coming and they know about gadget and the AI. And I'm like, what the? I don't know what you're talking about. And they're like, Mike, do you know aliens? And I'm like, maybe if they're from Dimension X, I might know some of those guys. So you have the Rock Warriors. You got those guys. You know when Krang looks like kind of like a dinosaur and he's walking around in Dimension X? Krang is like his name, right? They're not all like Krangs, right? What do they call? Do they have like a name as like a species? Cock Warriors. Rock! God damn it. Ultrons? Or something? Roms? That's what they're called? Now people are making up their own names. Okay, so I figured they must have some name like that. I've read like some of those, but oh my god. Copy of Breath of the Wild here. You know, they released Breath of the Wild a couple times, right, with a couple different covers. No instruction booklet. It's like a major game. I think there should be an instruction booklet. They don't have any instruction booklets. I want them to bring back instruction booklets. Or how about this? You know what? It saves paper. Like, okay, so how about there's an instruction booklet, but you go on Nintendo.com, maybe, and then they have the Breath of the Wild instruction booklet. So any game they put out, they make like an instruction booklet, and then you can go to like Nintendo.com/instructions/Breath of the Wild or some shit, and then you get like a beautiful instruction manual. If you want to do it and like you save paper or some shit. Give us something though. Go print it out at Staples. Welcome to episode 38 of Mike Torture's Chat. What do you mean? I'm just talking to you about instruction booklets. Because, you know, I'm a big fan of using instruction booklets. As you guys have seen, I've done, you know, thousands of streams. And, boy, I don't know. Let's say that I've done like 2,000 streams. Let's just say. Out of the 2,000 streams, I'd say that at least twice I've used instruction manuals. At least twice, if not 3 times. So, yeah, I just thought I'd bring that up. Anybody else have anything you want to talk about while we're hanging out? Do I mow my yard? You know what? I've answered that on stream before. Are you like referencing an old stream there? No, I don't. I pay people. I'm lazy. So what happens is I'm inside and I'm playing Nintendo, and I might be playing a game like Doki Doki Panic on Famicom and complaining about instruction manuals, and then there's like some guys out there and they're like doing that, whatever they do. What about shovel? Like what, shovel snow? Is that what you mean? Not unless I have to. I'll tell you, you wanna know my, you know what I hate? People say this, and I've got a hack for that. I hate that, by the way. But I'm gonna say it anyway. So it's like bro and all that. I got a hack for that. I got a life hack. Shut up. So here's what I do though. Here, I'm gonna help you out with that if you guys deal with snow. So I don't know if any of you got like a long driveway, but if you have or whatever, you park your car. So if you have your driveway, here's what I do. They're like, okay, it's gonna snow tomorrow, or it's gonna be a lot of snow in a couple hours. I take the car and I back it all the way out to the road almost. Like my car is basically sticking halfway out in the road. That way it snows, and then all I have to shovel is just a little area behind the car, and that's it. Does anybody else do that? That's what I do. Then that's it. You just shovel that little bit behind the car, and then you're out. Because they take care. The street people take care of the street, and then you're out. Done. Then you don't have to fucking shovel the whole stupid thing. I don't want to do that. Listen, I don't have time to be shoveling. You know why? I have to play Doki Doki Panic for the 400th time. You know, we did a whole Let's Play on this. So I've already done this on the internet, but I'm going to do it again now. That's why you live where there's not snow. Well, this year we didn't even have to do it at all. There was no snow. But some years, yeah, it's like really a pain in the ass. Snow sucks. I hate it. Fucking sucks. You know what it is? It's like when you're a kid, it's like, ooh, if it snows, I don't have to go to school. That's good and everything. But then, then you're like 49 years old or however the fuck old I am, and then you're like, oh, snow, okay. Alright, well, now I have to shovel it all. and then it all melts, and it's like, ugh. Yeah, I hate it. But then, whatever. This is a whole different conversation. And we're going to start talking about where, oh, I live here and I do this and whatever. I don't fucking change this topic now. God damn it. We're literally talking about the weather now. This is where it's gotten. Now I should stop streaming, don't you think? This should actually be the final. When you get to that point with your streams, you're like, so boy, snow, huh? Am I right? It's time to go. Pretty much. But I mean, really, actually, to be fair, I should have stopped doing this a long, long time ago. But fortunately, I'm very stupid, so I just keep doing it. All my videos are demonetized. So, people are like, somebody who is like rational about this, would be like, Okay, well, you know, if my videos are demonetized, then maybe I won't do this anymore. I just do it still, though. YouTube just did, because the problem is I'll tell you what the problem is. The problem is I'll be like, oh yeah, cock, cum, fuck, tits, twat, cunt. Did I say cunt twice? Cunt, fart. You know, I'm like that or whatever. Cum. And then they're like, no, demonetization. And I'm like, oh, come on, though. Why? And they're like, well, you said piss 6,000 times in a row. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I guess that's true. Alright, well. Alright, that's fair. You can go ahead and demonetize that one. But what about the next one? And they're like, the next one you said piss 400,000 times in a row. I'm like, oh shit. Yeah, that's true. Alright, well. Well, fuck it. Piss, piss. Piss, 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 piss. They don't like that, by the way. They don't want to hear about bodily fluids. So that's what the advertisers don't. That's one of the things the advertisers don't like. Is the bodily fluids. Can I just tell you something? So everybody pisses and shits. You can be the biggest, as much money in the world. You can be the richest person in the world. You can be the biggest celebrity, famous. You could be smart. You could be Albert Einstein. But everybody shits and pisses. But let's not. You're demonetized because you said the thing that everybody on Earth does and always has done since the beginning of time and always will forever and ever. You did that. You don't get to make $1.10 on this video that's 7 hours long. God damn it! I don't get that dollar. Woo. It's like. This is also fucking stupid. What about rim job? You get like your asshole licked? What about it? What about it? What about a rim job? Like you want me to give you a rim job? Is that what you're saying to me? Oh, I know. So wait, you mean like if I can say rim job compared to like piss? I don't know. See, that's the other thing. They don't really tell you. So I have all these. I'm not kidding. All these, not all, but like most of them, like 98% of the videos, they're all demonetized, right? So like, I don't know that there'll be some videos that aren't demonetized though. So I might do a video, right? I put out a video, and then I'm like, cum, fuck, piss, cunt, or whatever. And then I put the video out, and then it's totally fine, and it's not demonetized, and then, and then it makes $1 or whatever. And then I'm like, well, wait a second. They're okay with that video, and I did say cum and fart and piss and all that. But this one's okay, but the other one isn't? How come this cum is okay, but that cum is not okay? Because they pull it out of their... Because there's a bazillion videos on YouTube, and it's all, like, automated, and the machine doesn't, like, know. So it just guesses what's okay and what's not okay, is what I think it is. Because there's not a person... I don't think there's a person that sits there and they're watching, like, a 10-hour... Mike Matei live stream, and then they're 9 hours into me playing, Dark Souls, and they're like, oh, he said piss 11 times, and you're only allowed to say it 10. No, it doesn't. No, there's no person. I'll tell you, the person is they're getting Starbucks. Okay, you're like the YouTuber, and you go in there. and you're like, oh, hi, yeah, I've been making YouTube videos, a billion views on YouTube for a decade. Oh, who are you? I don't know who you are. Oh, one of the original YouTube people? Oh, okay. Well, we're getting Starbucks. Bye. Fuck you. Yeah, alright. Well, anyway, I just wanted to... You actually called me here? I don't even want to be here. You literally called me to be here. Where's the one guy who, like, knew that I was supposed to be here today? Because you, like, reception people that are drinking your Starbucks have no idea who we are or what we do. Are you enjoying your Frappuccino? I'm sure you are. I want to be like, so you know how they say, like, the internet is built on porn and Star Trek, right? Like early internet, right? Don't you feel like YouTube is, like, built on, like, fucking people that like video games, like, and Twitch and, like, all this shit? It's like people who like fucking video games, and then you go to these places where these people run these websites, and you're like, oh, so what do you think of R-Type Final? And they're, like, drinking their fucking Starbucks, and they're like, huh? What's that? They don't know R-Type Final. And I'd be like, oh, but you're the one who's in charge. I see how this works. Oh, okay. So basically this is all bullshit. In my mind. I feel like if there's going to be a guy who's going to be like, oh, hi, I'm the guy in charge of all the YouTube stuff, and the whole reason this is even a thing anyway is pretty much because of video games, don't you think you should, like, know something? The motherfuckers don't even know, like, the basic, like, oh, they probably don't even know about the Doki Doki Panic thing. Perfect fucking example. Be like, oh, Doki Doki Panic, Mario 2. They'll be like, what's that? They might know Mario. They know Mario. That's it. It's like asking your fucking grandmother. It's like, oh, but you're the one in charge. You're the one pushing the fucking buttons? You like the way I said that? They're the ones pushing the buttons. Speaking of being a grandmother... I know better, by the way, so, I mean, really. They're all over there pushing the buttons. Fuck, I can't even pay attention. LOL, what are you on, man? You would think, right? Let me tell you something. Mental illness. That's all it is, okay? There's nothing. Wouldn't that be nice if I had an excuse in 2023? Wouldn't that be nice for me? What is wrong with him exactly? So that's what I said the other day. So let me look. Let's do this again. I did this the other day. 485 people watching right now. So out of 485 people, don't you think that a couple people in here might have relatives that are psychologists or something like that? I would like to get a team of psychiatrists, doctors, whatever, to figure out what exactly the problem is. And that's the sad answer, is that no, unfortunately I am not on anything. But you would think I am. I would think I was. If I was looking at this, I'd be asking the same question. I'd be like, what is wrong? I wonder the same thing as you do. I don't know. Mental problems. I'm gonna tell you, actually, though, I've had some time to think about it, about what's wrong with me, and I think I don't know how to fix it, but I think I know why. So, growing up, I grew up playing Ghostbusters on NES and Akari Warriors. other people. But I think for me, it had an effect that was whatever this is. Okay? I understand that it didn't affect everybody in the same way, but you know how, like, things don't necessarily affect everybody the same way? I'm gonna say that it's because of Ghostbusters on NES. That's my best guess of why I'm mentally ill. That's what I think. Where am I going here? I guess I can't jump up there. By the way, I didn't even mention this yet, so I'm gonna like try to go the long way. If that wasn't obvious yet. Maybe I shouldn't have picked not Mario. I think that's his name. Not Mario. This is gonna be bad, isn't it? Is that how that is in Mario 2? I feel like this is more difficult. Okay. And then the fucking screen like scrolls up. Oh my god. Why didn't I pick the princess? This fucking... This fucking shit. No, no, no. Is the timing different on this? Come on. Okay, there we go. Well, wait a second. If I actually get all those... Yes, okay. Oh, fuck you. Oh my god. That's a good amount of time that lasts. Fucking bullshit. Pain in the ass game. It's so weird that there's no sound effects. Oh, that's it? Okay. Oh, I can get him off the screen, right? I think. Well, for one thing, if that would blow up at the right time. I think there's a way to like glitch him off the screen. There you go. Okay, that's one thing. Good. That helps. Do-do-do-do-do. What's even wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Fucking asshole. As if I'm sure you're watching a Mike Matei live stream. I'm sure you're fucking mentally fucking well too. Yeah, it's all me. You fucking kidding me? You made a decision to watch this shit. But yeah, but I'm the one with the problem. Let's all just agree that we all have problems. No, I'm perfect. That's the people you gotta watch out for. There's nothing wrong with me. I'm perfect. Why isn't fart okay? You're talking about the YouTube thing again? Maybe it is. I don't know. I just saying a bunch of words, man. You know. I don't know exactly. They don't give like very good. I mean, there's two separate problems. You got your content ID problems, you know, if you upload music that somebody else owns or whatever. That's one side of it. But the other side of it is they want you to, you know, they want you to fucking talk like Bob Ross, basically. Which, I mean, can't really blame that. I like Bob Ross, but you know, if you say most of the things that we're saying in here, you can't. And I'm not gonna change how I do my streams. Because then I'm gonna be like in the middle of my stream, and then somebody's gonna be like, you know, hey Mike, you know, tell me about that time you fucking came all over the fucking Slurpee or some shit. And I'm like, hey Mike, tell me the time about the time you came in your Slurpee. And then I'm not supposed to so then I have to be like this. Hey Mike, tell me about that time you went to the park and exercised. Like I'd have to like change what everybody's saying. Yeah, you know, to like socially acceptable whatever. And I'm not doing that. That's fucking. Then I should just really actually stop streaming, because when I was playing, let me tell you something. I don't know about how you guys grew up with this shit, but you're like 15 years old or whatever, and you're fucking playing Super Nintendo with your friends. You're talking shit the whole fucking time. I can't do this and not talk shit. That's part of it. Okay? Look at that happy carrot. That's how I have to be. Boy, isn't that a happy carrot? Look at him. He's my friend. And you can't be like, I'm gonna stick the carrot in my asshole. I'm gonna see how many carrots I can stick in my ass. Carrots with faces. How many carrots with faces can I stick into my ass? 1, 2, 3. 3. Oh, it was 3. 3 carrots with faces I can stick it. There's the second one. Oh, that's not a carrot. So that's Hearts from Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link. And then, you know what they're going to say to me? There's going to be like, there's no white border around the heart. I know. Because I know I'm going to get that comment. You guys think that I make this shit up? I'm fucking telling you. There's always, even though, so I have tried to like stop those kind of comments by second guessing, right? You see me do that all the time. I try to second guess what the stupid fucking comment's gonna be later on YouTube. Guess what? I still get the stupid fucking comments. There's still those people. You would think by now. They'd be like, oh, maybe I shouldn't do that. Maybe I shouldn't be that asshole. Nope. They're still the same exact way. Same thing. Doesn't work. So I need a new method. So if anybody has a new method to get all these people, stupid fucking people, to shut the fuck up. If anybody has a better method, that was what I had tried. I was like, maybe I'll call them out continually for years until they get it. But they don't get it. Still. You know what? To do that in the first place, you have to be a fucking idiot. And so that's why they didn't change, and that's why they're still not getting it, because they were fucking idiots in the first place, and they're still fucking idiots. So you know what? I'm an idiot for even fucking thinking that I could change it. So really, they're idiots and I'm an idiot. We're all idiots. Just block them? That doesn't work either. None of it works. Then be like, Mike's blocked me. Mike blocked me. So I tried that. That doesn't work. So I'm like, all right, blocking isn't a good idea. So I won't do that. I'll talk to them instead. So I do these streams, and I talk to you fucking people for hours and hours and hours. And by the way, I want to point out again, it's mostly not the people on Twitch. Mostly not. It's mostly the YouTube commenters. And then I play these videos later on YouTube, and then they go, and then I'm like streaming this like later on YouTube or something, and then they go, somebody, they're like, oh yeah, that's us. At least there's that much. At least they're like, oh yeah, oh yeah, that's what we do. At least they know. At least some of them know. Bunch of fucks. Mike, I'm classy, you're not. You wish you had class and sophistication like me. I don't care. Oh, wait! Hang on. Admiral! There be whales here! Okay, now I feel like myself again. We can keep moving. Oh, what's coming out of the top of that whale there? Is that piss? Oh, did I lose that $1.50? Oh, what am I gonna do? Oh, gee. Oh, but somebody subbed a minute ago. Oh, got $4.99 for that on Twitch. How about that? Oh, made more money on Twitch. Huh. But, oh, that $1 I was gonna get for this fucking YouTube video because their fucking ads are so great over there. Oh, yeah, let me just not say fuck and come and piss. They're really giving me a fucking reason to do that. You know why? They're not listening to any of this. You know what they're doing? This Frappuccino is great. Boy, oh boy! They don't give a fuck. They'll certainly act like they give a fuck, though. And then people still ask me, hey Mike, I'm starting a YouTube channel, what should I do? Anything else. Pretty much. You wanna fucking deal with, like seriously, you wanna fucking deal with all this shit? And like, oh, but all you get to just sit and play Mario. Yeah, well, that's the good part. There's good parts. That's the good part. But then you put out the fucking video, and I said something. Oh, I said, okay, here you go, right? Hey, look at that egg right there. I'll make an observation. Boy, that egg's like a circle, right? Actually, that egg's an oval. It's an oval, you fucking idiot. Don't you know the fucking difference between an oval and a circle? Fucking idiot. Let's cancel him! I swear to fucking God. Who are those people? Oh, the Scooby-Doo. We're not going back to the Scooby-Doo thing. Oh, fuck. I'm done with that. I already spent like a half hour on that, okay? Yabba dabba doo, Scooby Dooby Doo. We're done with that now. That was an hour ago, or whatever. Now that's over. We're moving on. What, you like that part? Okay. He liked that part of the stream. He wants to go back to that. People do that. I say a thing, and then they want me to go back to the thing that I said like a while ago. This is one reason why I fucking hate. I don't like to use Twitter very much, because I'll say so here's how I feel. I'll be like this. I'll be like, okay, we're talking about fuck you thing. Hang on, I'm trying to fuck. Just pause. Okay. So let's say I'm like, I want to make a thing about Mario 2. Be like, okay, I'm going to make a tweet about Mario 2. Mario 2 is a cool game, and then I tweet it, or whatever. And then, like, 2 hours later, or the next day, somebody's responding to it, and they're like, oh, I used to play Mario 2 when I was a kid, blah, blah, blah. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, wait, what are they talking about? They're talking about Mario 2. Oh, yeah, I made that tweet about Mario 2. I don't want to hear about this anymore. Like, I'm beyond it by that point. Like, it'd be like 5 minutes after, like, I make a tweet. I'm not interested. I lost interest in the thing that I tweeted. So now, like, and then people they're like, oh, well, just turn off the notifications or whatever. But it's like, why did I make the tweet in the first place then? You know? I'm done with it. Like, I was interested. So here's how it'll be like. One or two people will respond to it, and I'll be like, okay, and then I read it and I'm interested in it because I like just made the tweet, and like I'm interested in it in that moment. But then like 2 weeks later, or like the worst thing is it'll be like a year later, or like 2 years later, you have this old tweet. It'll be like 2016, you know, you make some like tweet or something, and I was like, oh, I made a tweet in 2016 about Mega Man 3 or something, and then I get a notification on my phone. I look at the phone, it's like, with Dr. Wiley, something or other, and it's like, what is this? Oh my god, they're responding to a tweet I made in 2016? It's because it'd be like, I don't even remember talking about that, and they're still responding to it, and I'm like getting bothered by like these old. It's like, it makes me feel like fucking insane. It'd be like, imagine if like your parents told you something in 1989, and then all of a sudden, you know, your parents are like, hey, can you take out the garbage? And it's like 1989, okay? And now cut to 2023, and like you go see your parents, and it's like Christmas or whatever, and then your mom's like, so did you take out the garbage? And you're like, what? And she's like, I told you to take out the garbage. I was like, when did you say that? And she's like, oh, 1989. I told you to take out the garbage. Like, that's how this is. That's how the Twitter is. It's like the fucking 10 years ago. Telling me a fucking thing. It's like, shut up. I swear to fucking God. That's just how it is. Alright, which is the guy? It's the pink one or whatever. This is different, I think. I think the screen is different on this one. Here, I'll just... I want to get them out of here. So I have to throw him off the thing. Oh, wait a second. Wait, I can't do that. Hold up. I gotta fix this. So, it's the red. We'll just do the red one. He's the guy in the front, so there you go. And will I die with the guy in the back? No, I won't. So I'll just stand. Oh, what? Don't pick him up, you fucking idiot. What did I... Alright, that's my fault. Just... What am I doing? Stand on the red guy. That's it. Just don't touch anything now. That's it. Am I gonna get hit? I am getting hit. That didn't happen before. He'll go off the edge, right? This is fine. Fine. Bounce around, whatever. sound effects. Do, 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 do. Don't want to get hit by the Phantos. Oh. Oh my god, I thought I was going to get soft locked. Boop, there you go. Is this like Triclide again or something? There's like 2 Triclides, right? Kind of forget. Oh, it's Fry Guy. Okay. I didn't think I was up to this yet. Do 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 do. Or whatever they call him in this. I know. Actually, well, it wouldn't be Fry Guy because it's Doki Panic, and they don't actually call him that. So you're calling them the wrong names. Frylock, or whatever the fuck it is. Fry thing. Are any of you in here like really familiar with Resident Evil 4? So I have a question for you Resident Evil 4 people. So I've talked to people who are really into like Resident Evil. I'm like, so what's the deal with Resident Evil? Like, is it zombies or is it not zombies? And god damn it, so I have to like, all right, is it zombies or is it not zombies? And they're like, oh yeah, it's like zombies. I'm like, okay, so it is zombies. Because I had said on stream, I'm like, you know, zombies are not my favorite monster. I find them to be like the least interesting like of monsters. I'm just not, they're not my thing. So I'm like, I said on stream, I'm like, yeah, it's like Resident Evil, it's like a lot of zombies, I'm not really into zombies. And that was it. And I'm like, is that right or is that wrong? Aren't there zombies in that game or whatever? And they're like, yeah, it's zombies. And then I say that, and then the guy's like, actually, Resident Evil 4, there are no zombies. But I played the game though. There's like guys like walking around like that are similar to zombies. Like maybe there's something else going on. Like maybe like they're technically not zombies, but like there's like if you don't know anything about it and you didn't like read the plot or whatever, and you're just looking at it and you see these things and they're going around and you're just like, oh, it looks like some zombies. So like what I gotta like be like clear. Geese Howard says it's not zombies technically, but they're basically zombies. So in the 4th one, what are they then? So technically they are not undead, as the people who are zombies never died and came back, but are just people infected. So they're people infected by a virus that made them living zombies. That made them living zombies? Doesn't that mean that they're zombies? I was just like, can we just get to the bottom of this? Like real quick? They're infected. Almost zombies. But They're like similar though, right? They're like relatively similar. Like they're basically like maybe technically like not actually a zombie, but like pretty much they're kind of, there's things that are like zombies, like, right? They're similar, yes. Okay, so so for me, I'm just like playing this fucking game. I'm like going through. Oh, you get a gun and you shoot the thing that is similar to a zombie. Whatever. It's just not. Do you see what I'm saying? It doesn't matter if they're technically zombies or not to me. It's basically the same fucking thing. Even if they're technically people and they were infected by a virus or whatever the fuck, it's still just like it's the same thing basically. It's splitting hairs, right? So that's what I'm saying. So there's a fucking guy and he comes on like the YouTube, and it's always YouTube comments. Actually. Technically, yeah, but did you look at the fucking thing? It's a fucking zombie. I know, I get it. Like, I know that's not a zombie, but it's a zombie. So, like, shut the fuck up. This, like, character sucks to do with this part. I should have, like, Peach or, like, Luigi or whatever. Or, I don't know their fucking names in this franchise. What the fuck is going on? I have to really, like, focus on this part, because it's, like... Also, like, I feel like I can move faster in, like, US Mario 2 or something. Like, I feel like the controls are actually... Now I want to put on US Mario 2 and see. Oh yeah, then I gotta like take this with me or whatever. Yeah, if I got up there, right? If you pull that out, then you missed that or whatever, yeah. Okay, whatever, I made it though. That's all I care about. I had to like really focus on that part to like get through it. Like, am I crazy? But like, if you like hold down B in like in Mario 2, in this, version of Mario 2, doesn't he like run faster? Like, this is as fast as Mario would be able to go? I just feel like you can move faster in Mario 2 than this. Maybe you can. Yes, you can run in Mario 2. Yeah, there's no running. Which is like actually a major fucking difference. I honestly like just really want to like put on that and just like I want to see Mario run and like see how different that is, because I'm kind of having trouble like envisioning it right now. Like, look, I wonder if like you just put the US Mario 2 and you put him and then you side by side you go like that, and if Mario would like outpace him or outrun him, so do like a side by side, like right here, just go. Doesn't he seem like really slow? No running sucks balls. Yeah, it's like the original Resident Evil 4 is still better than the remake. Yeah, I was playing the one on GameCube. So out of all those that I played, like that was the one I seemed to like the most. And I tried the first one. I wasn't really I didn't like grow up with them. I was like a Nintendo kid. I was playing like Ocarina of Time or something, So it's like, so I came back to it like years later, and I'm still doing that with games. There's all kinds of stuff that I never really got the chance, or like maybe some of the games I played, but like not much. Like here's an example, like Gex. Like I didn't have like Gex, but like I might have played it at a friend's house or whatever. Like I remember playing it, but like very briefly. So a lot of those games like that back then, I played, but not much. So it's like only now sometimes I'm getting to go back and play through some of these games that I wasn't really able to play back then, and some of the stuff that I missed out on, was like fantastic, and then there's games that are fantastic, but they might not necessarily be my thing. Like, I can recognize that, there's some games that I might play them now and be like, oh, I didn't get to play that back in the day, and I'll play it now, and I'm like, okay, this is a good game, but it's not something I want to play, because not every game is like for everybody, and people are like, well, why don't you play this game, why don't you play that game, or why don't you like this or that, and it's like, I'm not gonna like every single thing, and it doesn't mean that the game's necessarily bad, it's just not my cup of tea, and then people get so upset. And there's games that I wish I was good at. I honestly, like, I wish I was like halfway decent at like fighting games, kinda, because fuck. God damn it. I'm like so impressed by Marvel vs. Capcom. I would just like sit and look at Marvel vs. Capcom, and like the art in that game makes me want to play it. But I fucking cannot play those kind of games. I'm like awful at it. I just can't do it. So that's a little different though. I guess that's an occasion where it's like I would like to play it. I'm just bad at those type of games. Where there's other times where it's more like I'm just not really interested in the theme of it very much. Like Resident Evil games, they're cool. Like, I recognize that they're good, but I don't really want to. It's like I'm not really interested in it, So it's like two separate things. So I'm not gonna like stream every single thing that's out there, and certain things are for certain people, I'm mostly like an NES, Genesis, Super Nintendo guy, TurboGrafx 16, arcade, for the most part, and then sometimes I delve into other things. I think that, so like, okay, like I've said this before, but like the biggest thing that's happened to me streaming is when I started streaming, I still, even at that point, hadn't played all of the Sega Genesis games, that I have now through years and years of streaming. And now I'm at the point where I'm honestly, I think I like Sega Genesis more than I like Super Nintendo. And that's not, I love Super Nintendo, but like I never, as a kid or a teenager, I would have never thought that. But now I'm like, I think actually Genesis was more my thing. There's like so many like cool like action games and stuff. Like I like Contra Hardcore more than I like Alien Wars. I love Alien Wars. I think it's a great game, but I kind of like Hardcore more. And there's like a lot of these games. Like I love that Rocket Knight game. And there's all these shmups and shit. There's so much on Sega Genesis that I like want to play like all the time. And sometimes I'm like, I don't know what I want to play on Super Nintendo. Super Nintendo has like a lot of like more like the JRPG stuff. And that's a good example of like those are fucking quality games, like Secret of Mana and all that stuff. That's all like super high quality stuff, but I don't really want to play it. It's just not really my thing. But I recognize that they're fucking fantastic. Oh shit! Oh my god! What did I just do? Because you're not a nerd? What? Yes, I am. How dare you say that? Me? Me! Of all people. let me tell you something. If there's anybody who's a fucking nerd, like, it has to be me. like, are you kidding? I mean, that's one thing I'm sure about. I'm not sure about a lot, but I know that I'm a fucking nerd. I can tell you that without a fucking doubt. There's no doubt. God damn it. I see. I don't even look at that like it's a bad thing. It's bad. It's a bad thing, actually. I'm gonna tell you something. Here's the thing. I'm a nerd, and if you're a nerd, it means you're a loser. See, what you should do is you should go to the gym, and you should work out, and you should do squats. You should have push-up competitions with your cock. Do like cock push-ups. I want to try to get that. Ooh, good. I mean, this is going to be more difficult because now I'm not like running. This game actually is like a pretty shit version of Mario 2. Like, actually, the more I'm playing this, because you know me, I played like a lot of this, and I've done this before, but you know, doing a live stream is a little different than doing a let's play. I spend a lot longer on games when I'm doing a live stream. When I'm doing a let's play, I'm like you're trying to get through it quicker, and it's a different thing. So I'm like noticing more now flaws with this, I guess is what I'm saying. God, what the fuck was that? Can I just like wait here? Okay. Good. I guess we're going. I don't know. When I go back to normal world, one of these better be a bomb. Okay. And there's no time, so if I was standing there, okay, there was only one bomb, right? Would I have been able to get back up? Maybe you can. Oh, never mind, you can get back up. There, that's good game design. I was gonna say that might be a soft lock area, but it's not, because you can just jump back up, so never mind. They were smart, these guys, making these old Nintendo games. I wouldn't have thought, like, been able to do that. It's like, game design, you know, impresses me so much. I play these games, and I've beaten hard games and stuff, but to be able to, like, design levels and shit, I had no idea how to do that. If I designed, like, levels and stuff, they would suck. You know, yeah, and so I can recognize, you know, a good level from a bad level and everything, but if I had to actually make it, I can't do that. It'd be awful. I'd be a terrible game designer. So I have so much respect for the people that like actually make games, and like that's why I play like some of that. I play like fucking Dark Souls or something, and just like the way the world is all like interconnected, and it fucking blows my fucking mind how, you know, they do video games are made. I have no idea. I can't even comprehend it. I can complain about them, though. I'm really good at that. I can bitch and complain. But that's only because sometimes in some video games are not good. I played a couple of them. There we go. Do you guys enjoy these conversations I have with myself? Fuck. Oh my god, that was lucky. So what happens is, I have the chat, and the chat kind of gets me going on a topic, and then I just go for like 35 minutes. And then when I finally run out of things to say, then I jump back to the chat, and I'm like, okay, now I've talked about the same thing for 45 minutes. That's a bad habit of mine. I know I gotta stop. I gotta shorten this stuff up. Maybe that's why I'm not good at Twitter, because Twitter's all about like you gotta make these short comments. I'm not good at that at all. It takes me. I feel like it takes me like hours to explain anything I'm trying to say. Because I know, like I keep saying, I know that if I don't like really elaborate on anything that I'm saying, then I'm gonna get some angry fucking person like later that didn't understand what I was gonna say. So I have to. That's why I have to do it like that. But you said this or you said that or all this shit. So I have to make each response to you guys like 45 minutes long. And even sometimes that's not good enough. Then there's still, when you were discussing this, and I still fucking get it. It is a fucking wonder that I still stream, isn't it? I like the color design on these bricks. That's my commentary. I think it's a good color choice. If I went to Super Nintendo World, Universal, I would like to go into a room that looks just like... Where's Mauser? They're not going to do that because it's Mario 2. But you're going to see Shy Guys. How come they chose Shy Guys as a thing that was going to have longevity? But no Mauser. You don't get Mauser. Why not? Why is Mauser not in the Super Mario Brothers movie? Shy Guys are. Why were Shy Guys chosen to be in, Yoshi's Island and some of the later games? Why did Shy Guys make it, but Mauser doesn't make it? Why? What's the reason? It's the fucking reason! Mauser's in the cartoon. Oh yeah, right. The Super Mario Brothers, the regular cartoon, right? Not Mario 3 cartoon, because by that point Mauser wouldn't have been in that. But the regular, like Super Mario Brothers Super Show cartoon, yeah, I think you're right. I think he is in it. We have to make the distinction too, because there's the 3 Mario shows, right? You have Mario, just Super Mario Brothers cartoon, which is kind of based on Mario 1 and 2. Then Super Mario Brothers 3, which is very specifically like you get the raccoon tail and the ships and the Koopa Kids and all that. And then Super Mario World, and then it's like Yoshi and everything. So I've been watching that. I hadn't seen it really in a long time, and I always wanted to like come back. So I watched that as a kid. Which you would think is like obvious. I would think that it's obvious, but and then I still to this day people will leave me a comment and they'll say, did you ever hear the Super Mario Brothers cartoon? You ever see the Super Mario Brothers Super Show? And I'm like, that you're like leaving a comment to like the Mike Matei YouTube channel, like. Yeah, I grew up with it. So I'd go to school, and when I came home from school, Super Mario Brothers Super Show, I want to say it must have started at like 2:30 or something, or 2 or something, and I could only catch like the second half of it. So I'd get off the school bus, and I knew it was on, so I would run home from the school bus and then try to watch it, because back then that's how, like, you couldn't, there was none of this shit like it is now where you just watch everything. I had to, like, you had to catch it when it was on, and I wanted to fucking see the fucking Mario cartoon. So I'm running home to watch the damn thing, and then I would catch like the second half usually, and then that was Monday through Thursday, and then I would always get to see the end of it for sure. I would always, with Captain Lou Albano, you know, when he's like, "Do the Mario," I'd always see that part because it'd be like always ending. I definitely caught that like all the time. Like the damn show ending. Or I'd catch like the second half or whatever, trying to watch the damn Mario cartoon. And sometimes I'd get there early enough that, or if the bus got there quicker or something, I'd be able to catch like a full one. But then on Fridays they would show the Zelda cartoon, and I loved all that shit. And I think even like as a kid, it was like, I think we kind of knew it was cheesy and bad and kind of, but it was like good bad, if that makes sense. There's bad where you're like, that fucking sucks and I'm not gonna watch it. And then there's like cheesy good bad. And the Mario cartoon was like that. It's stupid, it's bad, but it's like, it was good. It was good bad. You have to watch it, it's Mario. What are you talking about? And I love that. And I'm sincerely, I think Captain Lou Albano, that's Mario. To me, that's Mario. Captain Lou Albano. That's fucking Mario. So I don't know about whatever's going on today. The movie's fine. It's almost like a totally different thing. Because the animation style, it's like that's what Mario became. So it's like, it's right for the time, but like the art style is like totally different. You look at the art on the front in the instruction manuals and stuff from back then, you know, it's like this sort of crude, almost like early Simpsons-esque art, you know, or something. It's just like sort of like the drawings are like not that great, but that's what kind of gave it some appeal to it. It's kind of like, I don't know, I kind of liked that it was sort of crappy, like the old type of Mario drawings. And I don't know, it's just like a totally different thing. And now you see the Super Mario Brothers movie, and it's very everything's like perfectly polished, and it just looks, you know, it's totally different. Two different things, basically. Even though it's the same character, same world, it's two different fucking things. I should have fucking brought the thing with me. Playing this terribly. Not having that run is really like sucks. Fucking come on, pieces of shit. Missing Mario's throbbing, deformed cock. Yeah, speaking of like botched circumcisions, Patrick Stewart was saying himself that there was some talk show he was on, and he was talking about, Patrick Stewart was talking about that, and I was like, you know, next time I watch Star Trek: The Next Generation, I'm gonna be thinking about that. And I feel like, did he do that on purpose? That any Star Trek fans are gonna watch that and be like, oh yeah, that time he plays the flute or whatever, I'm gonna watch that episode again. And then I'm like watching the episode. Oh yeah. Locutus aboard. Yeah. And then I just had this image of like this cock. It's like, I'm like, can you not please do that? I don't want to know. But I kind of respect it though. At the same time, I'm like, you know what? Because he's probably like, fuck you people. He was in the Royal Shakespeare Company, right? And then they're on the bridge of the ship, and they're like, can you bounce a little more? And he's like, what? And they're like, so there's supposed to be like a torpedo coming at the ship, and the ship's supposed to shake. We need you to like do. He's like, didn't we do that already in the other episode? They're like, yeah, but the whole show takes place in a ship, and like, you just got to do it again. He's like, again. 25 years in the Royal Shakespeare Company. All right, here you go. And he's walking down the street. He's like, did Hamlet and all this stuff. And he's walking down the street, and they're like, beam me up. And he's like, you know what? Fuck you. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go on a talk show. I'm gonna fucking ruin Star Trek for you forever. Because you're gonna have my fucking cock burned into your fucking brain. And whenever you fucking see the Borg, you're gonna think about my cock instead. So actually, I love Patrick Stewart. Actually, now that I think about it, that's great. Good for him. Good for fucking him. That's what he, look at how big that door is. I'm gonna get coffee. I'll be back. You guys ever hear of this game? Here. Oh God. That's game. I know. Pretty much. Game. See, William, I don't even know what that is. You have to explain that to me. Is this some reference to something? I don't know, man. Zelda and a whore man? What? Am I supposed to... Elvis Presley 993. Am I supposed to know what that is? What is my favorite Elvis song? I don't know, man. You know, when you like somebody that you listen to and they might have a lot of music and it's hard to answer because it changes, right? You ever like a band and like one day you're like, oh, I like this song, but then like a year later or a month later you're like, oh, I like this song. It's a hard question to answer. But I can tell you this: there's a lot of songs that he did that I don't like. So there's you know, like Sirius, like XM radio. They have like an Elvis station, and like so 99% of the time when they turn it on, they're always playing Elvis stuff that I don't want to listen to. First of all, they're playing all this Elvis stuff. That's all this Austin Butler. You know that new Elvis movie? They keep playing Elvis music that's like not Elvis. It's like, you know, him, the guy who played the character singing the song, and they keep fucking playing this, and I'm like, that, I get it, like you made a movie or whatever, but it's like, how long is this gonna go on for? Am I gonna go on to this Elvis radio thing in 2024 and I'm still gonna be hearing this fucking guy from this movie? Like if I'm gonna tune into this, I want to hear like Elvis. Enough with that, for one thing. And then another thing that they fucking do is they play these remixes. So like he dies in 1977, right? So, and then in like the 90s and 2000s, they start doing these like remixes, and like a lot of them are not good, and like they just keep doing all these fucking remixes. So they're playing all these like shitty remixes, you know, which is not the music that was, you know, back in the 50s, 70s, or any of that. So then finally, then when they do play actual Elvis music, you're like, okay, here's an actual Elvis song. Then it's like some shit song that I don't like, or it'll just be like the really played out stuff. You know, like, it's, okay, here's Hound Dog, or here's, like, Love Me for the 8 millionth time, or fucking, you know, it's just, like, the really, you know, the stuff that everybody knows, that everybody's mom knows, it's like that. So I'm like, Jesus, like, it's, their choices suck. So let me tell you what they should be doing. They have a series for, like, people that really like Elvis stuff, and it's called, so one of the movies he did was called Follow That Dream, and so they made a label called FTD, it's called, and then a lot of the good material is on like that label. They'll do like alternate takes and all this other stuff. They should be playing that shit like all the time, not like these shitty remixes and like Austin Butler and all this stuff. Like, this fucking channel is like, it's a nightmare. So anyway, the point is, there's a lot of Elvis stuff that I don't like, just to be clear. But there is stuff that I do like, and they don't fucking play it on that fucking station. Very rarely. Or, you know what'll happen? If I happen to be driving somewhere and it's like fucking 4 a.m. or some shit, I'm like driving and I turn on. If it's like 4 a.m., they might play like some of the stuff that's like tolerable. But they can't. They don't fucking know. They play like the shit. So a lot of it's shit. Why is Mike wearing a jacket? Because it's fucking cold in here. Because I have my fucking air conditioner on too high, and I need to fucking go turn it down. That's why. Why are you going out at 4 a.m.? Because my schedule rotates. Because I might wake up at midnight for the day. And then I'm like, oh, I want to go get something to eat. So I go out, and it's 4 a.m., and I'm getting something to eat. Or I might wake up at 11 a.m., and that might be the start of my day. Or I might wake up at 6 p.m., and that's where my day starts. And then I go out, and I'm like, oh, a couple hours go by. Boy, I'm kind of hungry. And now, you know, I go out a couple hours later, so I might be getting something to eat at 9 p.m. Or I might be getting something to eat at midnight or 4 a.m. or whenever. That's why people, you know, are asking me. I don't know. Honestly, I'm like trying not to look because it's probably on there, but like, if you were to ask me what day it is right now, I have no fucking idea what day it is. In fact, I'm not even sure what time it is. I'm gonna look. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. I actually thought it was like 5 in the morning. I don't fucking know what time it is or what day it is. Ever. Unless I happen to see, like, if it's light. I'll know if it's, like, light or dark. If I, like, look out the window. That's about it. The Wawa isn't gonna get itself. Why don't you turn on the heat? I should turn on the heat, but then I'll turn on the heat, and then it gets too fucking hot, and then I gotta sit and baby the fucking temperature. Don't you have food in your house? I do, but sometimes I don't want that. Usually I don't. Usually, you know what I want? I want a fucking person to cook the fucking thing for me. So there's the professional, like, chefs and shit. And then I never can and make something that's as good as somebody who knows how to do that. They do that for a living. And right? And then I go there, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have that guy that is this chef that does this for a living make me something. Because I'm not gonna fucking do it. Or I can't do it as well. I'll burn. Why? Because I'm gonna burn the house down. Let's talk about that for a minute. So here's how it goes, and this is real. So I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna make myself something at the house. So here we go. I'm gonna get the pot, I'm gonna get the water, and I put the pot in the water, and then I put something in the water, just cook spaghetti or something, whatever, right? Sure. You put the pot on the stove, you know, the water starts going, all that. It's like, great, that's going. Okay. So then I leave, and then I'm like, okay, let me see. Did I upload this video onto YouTube? Okay, hang on, I gotta change this thumbnail real quick. Design this, like, thumbnail, and then I'm like, what am I gonna stream today? I don't know. But on Doki Doki Panic, I don't know. And then I start, like, doing, like, the live stream. And then I'm, like, streaming, you know, a couple hours go by, or, like, you know, maybe I'm, like, editing a video. I'm, like, halfway through editing a video, I'm, you know, whatever. And then I'm like, boy, I'm hungry. And then I look, and, like, there's, like, smoke. And I'm like, oh, what is this smoke? And then I go, and I'm like, fuck. Because 6 hours went by, and I had like a pot, and I had water in it. Well, 6 hours went by, and now, so the pot has like a lid on it. And you know when you take the lid off of a pot, and it has the little handle thing on top of the glass, like, lid. So there's like a little plastic, like, knob thing on the top of the glass, like, handle. Well, now I look at it, I go, and I look at the pot, and the plastic has now melted all over the glass and has gone down the side of the pot, and it's still on. And then I look in the pot, and now there's smoke everywhere, and I look in the pot, and there's nothing in the pot anymore. It's just totally burnt, and there's smoke everywhere. So I'm opening the windows up, and the smoke is going out, and that's pretty much how that goes. And then the fire alarm goes out, and then the fire department comes, and then I go outside and I say, oh, don't worry, I was trying to cook a thing, and I totally forgot that it was, like... So I was, like, editing this video. So I made this video on, like, The Wizard of Oz, right? And I had to cut the middle part out, and then and then I had to add a graphic on this part. And I forgot, when I was adding the graphic on that part of the video, I forgot that there was this whole pot situation going on, so it melted all over. And then they're like, all right, well, you gotta pay attention when you're cooking. And then the fireman gets back in the fire truck, and they go, and I go, oh, fuck. Next time, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go out. And then here's what happens. I go out, get in my car, and go to the restaurant. I sit down, and then, like, 2 minutes later, or whatever, 10 minutes later, Mr. Matei, here's your meal. And then they put the meal down, and it's like this amazing meal that I can't cook. And then I'm like, oh, this fucking, this fucking spinach and chicken is great. Oh, they made this salmon so well. You know what would happen if I tried to fucking make salmon? This wall would be burnt down. So that's why I go out. Because I would be dead. I would be dead. The psychologists in the chat are taking notes right now for Mike. Do you want me to do another one? I got more stories like that, by the way. I'm gonna give you another one. So here's the next story. Let's do one more, and then I'll go back to the game. So, like the tostadas, whatever these fucking things are, you put them in the toaster oven, right? So I put one of those in the toaster oven, and then you can put whatever stuff on it, whatever, and you heat it up. So I turn it on, and then the toaster thing is going. I'm like, okay, good. Here goes the toaster oven, good. So I leave, and then I'm like, so I have to edit like this Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle thing. Oh, I did this Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle thing, whatever, right? And I'm like doing some other fucking thing, or I'm like setting up some Power Glove, or I'm putting away like my Nintendo Wii, or whatever. I'm hooking up a BVM, some bullshit, and then there's smoke. And I'm like, oh, what's all this smoke happening? Okay, and then I go back to the kitchen and I was like, oh, right, I was cooking that tortilla. So the tortilla is now burnt to a crisp. And worse than that, so the tortillas are in packaging, right? You go to the store and you get a bunch of tortillas, and they're in a package, and then the little twist tie thing at the end and all that. So the package of tortillas in the plastic was on top of the toaster oven. Now the toaster oven, when you're cooking, and especially when you forget that you were cooking, gets hot. So I forgot that I was cooking the tortillas for like, I don't know, a couple of hours, and they were cooking, and I think I put it on wrong, because I was supposed to like just, there was supposed to be like a ding. There was no ding because I probably did it wrong. It clicked something that I don't know. And then I come back, and then so there's a plastic bag, and the tortillas are in the plastic bag. Well, now it's been hours and hours. I come back, and the plastic bag is melted, and literally the tortilla bag is part of the toaster oven now. Like, you couldn't pull the tortilla bag off of the toaster oven if you tried your hardest, because now they have been fused into each other. That's why I go out to eat. Tortillas cook in 1 minute. Yeah, but not when you take the tortilla and you put it in and you close it and then you walk away and then forget that, and then you just forget about it, and then you set the toaster oven wrong, and now you're gone for 4 hours because you forgot that you put a tortilla into the toaster oven, and now you're doing something else for 3 hours, and then I come back and that's why. But you're right. You could take it. You're absolutely right. Normally, you would take a tortilla and you put it in, and you close it, and you turn it on, and then what are you supposed to do? Sit there and wait? I can't do it. Because I'm sitting there and I'm waiting, and I'm like, I'm going to jump out of a fucking window or something, because, like, I can't wait for it. So I have to I have to leave and do something else. So I can't do that. Or, like, the stuff is cooking, you're trying to cook the thing in the pan or whatever, and, like, you got to wait for it. I can't do that. Like, I can't do it. You can teach me how to cook? You know how that would go. Yeah, I've had friends do that before, and they're like, oh, this is easy and that's easy and whatever. And they're showing you how to cook. And they're like, oh, it's easy, I do it all the time. It's right. And then they're cooking, they're showing you how to do it, and I can listen and I can and all that, but it's like, then every day, like an hour of my day is I'm supposed to stand in the kitchen, and I'm supposed to wait for a fucking thing to like cook, and then I take one thing from one bowl into another bowl. I'm not gonna do all that. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. You're fucking standing there and you're waiting for the thing to cook, and then you're putting this into that. I'm not doing it. He hates it. I do. I hate it. I fucking hate it. Like, as soon as the process starts happening, I have to leave. I can teach you how to order out every day. Oh, I do that, though. Don't worry. Ordering out's great. I like that. When it comes and they deliver it and it comes in a bag and it's done, that's great, too. You could get, like, a bagel or something, and that'll just, like, be delivered to you. Or you go out, you go to a restaurant, and you get yourself, I like haddock. guys like haddock? Now, could you imagine what would happen if I tried to cook haddock? There would be fire. There would be fire everywhere. Probably all up and down the street. It would be... I don't do that. I can't do it. I can't do it. History has proven that I can't do it, so... I've noticed that Mike says beagle. I don't think I say beagle. Do I say beagle? Bagel? Yeah, there's words like that. So I'm from New Jersey, and sometimes the New Jersey comes out. It's like coffee, water, waffle, depending on how you say it. So it'd be like caw, like C-A-W, right? Like coffee instead of what is it, coffee or something? I don't know. Some of that stuff is like, I can't even hear it the other way. And you know what's weird about that is sometimes I do say some of those things right, and then sometimes I don't. It'll be like if it's like in the middle of a sentence or something, then it's like I say it like the New Jersey way. But sometimes I do say it right, so it's like weird. I say like both. And I think that's why I have a hard time hearing it too, because I say it like two different ways. It's weird. It's a very East Coast New Jersey thing. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, it's like, so like yeah, coffee is a good example. Like sometimes I'll say it one way, and sometimes like the way most of the world says it, and other times I say it the New Jersey way, right? And I've heard James has done it too, and I've heard people say so. Like I don't do some of the ones he does, because he'll say. What's the one I'm thinking of? Oh, he'll say like woof instead of wolf. I see, I don't do that. But what's weird about that, so I used to edit Monster Madness, right? And years ago, we would do like the Wolfman, right? And I remember when I would edit those, he didn't say woof. He said wolf. You go back and watch it, like from 2007, right? And he'll say wolf. He'll say the Wolfman with an L. But now it's like he says Wolfman, and I'm like, well, are we just getting old? Is that what it is? I think really what's happening is that part of it is just being old and senile, and I think that I think part of my problem too is just old and senile now, or getting there quickly. So I think that some of my problems are being old as shit. That's the problem. I'm just too old. Does Mario have a tiny cock? Well, for one thing, this isn't Mario. This is Doki Panic, and this is a different character now. So I think that that's a little bit off topic, quite frankly. I don't think the people that made Doki Doki Panic were thinking about Mario. And also, we've talked about that before, and I've said it's very surprising, because you would think You would think that Mario has a fat cock and Luigi has a long, thin cock. But what the surprising thing about it is it's the opposite of that. Luigi has a fat cock and Mario has a long, thin cock. Actually, I got that wrong. Mario has a short, thin cock. Actually, why is Sonic better than Mario? You tell me. I don't know. Part of Jersey, it's Mario. Mario? I say Mario. Mary. Do you say, what do you guys say? Does anybody here say, like, Mary-O? See, I don't say Mary-O. I say Mario. You've heard people say it. Mary-O is ridiculous. I think so, but I don't know, maybe that's like a regional thing too or something, you know, I don't know, it doesn't matter. It was like the 1950s and they made that song, it's like you say potato, I say potato. It's like, these kind of discussions are so fucking stupid. People say things in different ways, who cares? As long as the only one that actually, there's one that matters though. There's really, the one that actually matters though is NES. If that's the way to say it. You say NES. If you say the NES, that's just wrong. I don't care. That one I'm not gonna. That one's just wrong. SNES. Oh yeah, that one too. That one too. That's the other one. Those ones like really bother me. I don't know. Say it how you want, I guess. If you want to say NES, I guess fine. Do what you want. That one's like, it sounds like super wrong because if you say NES, that implies that there is a Z, like a letter Z. And there's no letter Z anywhere in Nintendo Entertainment System. It's an S. System. NES. So that's why I get very bothered with that one. But I'm from New Jersey, so I say a lot of words wrong, and I'm aware of it. So what are you gonna do? But you know what though? Here's the thing though. I admit that that's wrong though. So sometimes I will say the word coffee wrong because I'll say it like coffee. Like I'm saying it wrong. I just want the NES and SNES people to just admit that it's not correct. The New Jersey way to say things, it's not, that's like only people from New Jersey say it like that. It's wrong. I still say it because I grew up saying it like that, but it's not right. It's the wrong way to say it. NES is not correct. Stop it. Stop acting like it's the right way to say it, because it's not. I think that's where it bothers me, actually, is that they won't admit that it's not right. Like, they're still gonna be like, oh, that's correct. It's not correct. It's wrong. And listen, you can still say it that way. Just say it that way, but just admit. Be like, okay, it's not the right way to say it, but that's just how I say it. That I have no problem with. Fuck. Chris is your Mario now? Not really. I mean, like, I still watch the Super Mario Brothers Super Show sometimes. You know? It's just a different... It's two different things. Like, it's a totally different era. No, my Mario is Captain Lou Albano and always will be. See, say that, like, it's almost like they'd be like, oh, like, it's like as if it's being, like, replaced. But it's not being replaced because you can always go back. So I have the DVDs. And I take the DVD and I put the DVD into the player and I click play. And there it is. It's back again. And it'll always be there. As long as you have the physical stuff, right? So it's not replaced. It's just that the new version of it is different. But I don't have to look at the new version of anything. And by the way, that's not to say, like, I like the movie to a certain extent. I mean, there were some things that I didn't like about it, but it was fine for, like, a new Mario movie. I'd rather look at the old Mario stuff. I feel like the old stuff was, like, a little bit more charming, even though it was, like, cornier or whatever, but like, they're both fine. I like that they showed Kid Icarus. Because I had just gotten done fucking doing that whole Kid Icarus thing. Fuck. I should probably play the Game Boy Kid Icarus one of these days. But today I'm playing the all-important Doki Doki Panic. Everybody's favorite. Has some of the nicest looking water effects in the video game. Some people will say that, oh, like, Sea of Thieves has good water or whatever. Doki Doki Panic. Best water in a video game as far as I'm concerned. Waterfalls. Hearing Donkey Kong as Seth Rogen takes me out of this world. Or did you say, he's like, Or are you saying, like, take me out of this world? Or, you're right. Or it's like the fucking Bowser song or whatever. It's like, do we get it? Oh, it's Jack Black. Oh, yeah. Peaches, peaches, peaches. Like you go to the theater and you watch that because it's like, oh, you want the Mario like experience, you know? You want to like live that. But it's like, honestly, like, you really want to talk about like Mario? Don't you think there's a lot of like streamers and YouTubers and stuff like here on Twitch that are gonna like go like way more deeper into like Mario shit really than any movie? Even if they do like a sequel or whatever, it's just like, you want to talk about Mario, dude? There's like websites and like YouTube videos and shit where people like are gonna geek out about like fucking Mario more than you're probably ever gonna get out of like a big time like movie like that. And I feel like the references are like, I don't know. What the fuck was that? That was fucking bullshit. Like, it's cool, like, I'm watching the movie and then they'll have, like, a character that's, like, slightly more obscure, you know? But I'm like, okay, but I can just, like, I can go... Isn't there, like, the websites that are, like, Mario, like... It's, like, Mario Wiki or whatever. And I'm like, you know... There's so many, like, Mario characters. I used to have a poster, and it had... like every fucking like hundreds of like different Mario characters, and then there'd be like a number. I wish I could find that poster, but it would just be like all these obscure Mario characters and like their names and stuff. Or it's like watching the end of Super Mario World, you know, and you can see all the different character names and everything. And I feel like they're never gonna have all the Mario characters, you know, that there are. They'd have to do like 500 movies to do that. And I just feel like that's how I get with stuff, because I'm like, yeah, but what about this and what about that and whatever. And at that point it's just like, well, just play the game then, because it's like that's what I'm like really looking for, I guess, you know. Because I sit there and I'll watch the movie, right? I'm sitting there watching the movie, and I have all these thoughts about things that I'd like to see, and then the movie ends, and it's like, all right, well, that was all right, but there's so many other things that there are in the Mario world that like, even if they, like, you see what I'm saying? Like, even if they made like a sequel movie, it's like, well, they probably still won't even do like all the things that I want to see happen in like the Mario universe. I guess I should just be happy that there is some kind of like Mario movie, but I'm just like, I don't know. I think I just want like more than what it is. I guess maybe if it was a series, I might be happier with it. And like, instead of just doing like one movie that's like an hour and a half, like what if it was like a show instead that had like 300 episodes? Because I just feel like there's so much you could do with it, and it's just like, all right, well, there you go. You have the basic thing. It's like Mario and Luigi, and then they hit Bowser, and it's just like, it's the most basic. And I know that that's what they were trying to do. They're just trying to tell like the basic story to like people, but it's just like, it's so basic of what it is that it's kind of like, I need like more than that, I guess. And I don't know that they'll ever get there. So you know how you get all that Mario content that you want? You just play the games instead. See, this is the problem. This is why I don't do movie reviews instead of I play video games. You know? Because I want all the stuff that's in the fucking game. Where's Phantos? Why isn't Phantos there? How come there's not a scene with him? Where's Ward? If they do a second movie, will Ward be there? But they probably never will. But if there was a series and there was hundreds of episodes, you know, they might get to Ward. Maybe. And then I might be kind of like satisfied. But also another thing is I would want it to be like traditionally animated. Because I feel like if I'm like looking at Nintendo Power and that old art, like you look at like the box cover of Super Mario Brothers 3, right? And Mario is drawn it like in a traditional style and all that. Super Mario World, it's like, you know, it's all like traditional art back then, and with Nintendo Power and everything. I just feel like for me the 2D art is more like fitting than like 3D. But that's because I'm old. So what I would want is I would want like a 2D animated show with hundreds and hundreds of episodes where you could really go delve deep into the world of Mario and the Mushroom Kingdom and all this stuff, and it's just like an hour and 20-minute movie. It doesn't cut it for me. Oh, I beat it. JT Yankees 23, thanks for this tier 2 sub. This looks like Mario 2. No. Please set side A. Okay, wait. This is where, like, on the Famicom Disk System, they want you to flip the thing. Oh, they're not going to have the dream ending. Even though, so, like, the original game was called Dream Factory Heart Pounding Panic. That's the name of it. Doki Doki Panic. Dream Factory Heart Pounding Panic is the actual, like, name. So, okay, Mario, Luigi, Princess, Toad. Let's look a little bit at these other characters. I don't know if I'm going to do, like, full playthroughs with everybody else, but I just want to look a little bit. So, that sprite right there looks like something out of Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link, to me. Like, very much, for some reason. I don't know, it almost seems like the same sprite artist, like, made that. I feel like when, like, Link is, like, walking through the town or something, it just looks like one of those characters to me. So this is the floaty float. So it doesn't have the same kind of float. There's a float, but look at how it floats. Like, look. Or is this like... Yes, totally doesn't. It doesn't do like what... Is this is supposed to be what the princess is, right? Or is this fucking Luigi? Like, I don't even know. Wait, let me look. I have a thing. Oh no, this is supposed to be Luigi. Sorry, I'm wrong. This is supposed to be Luigi. So Luigi has a high jump, though, in Mario 2, and this is more of like a floaty thing. So yeah, this is Luigi. like, basically. And did this ever have like a comic book or like a cartoon or anything? This like Doki Panic, like, or was this just a game? Like, I wonder if there's like a Japanese like show or like something that. Oh man, I'm not gonna get in there. Because I feel like I always find out later, and they're like, oh yeah, there was an anime for that or whatever. Was there an anime for Doki Panic? I don't know. Or comic book series or something. Like, where did these characters come from? There's hentai. Oh! So it was a hentai thing. So Mario essentially originally comes from, like, hentai? Longer jump and a longer cock. Luigi? Yeah. Sure. I guess we did establish that Mario has a short, thin dick. Well, that's been established in our lore here. Toad is stronger. Yes, that's true. The characters were mascots for a festival in Japan. For a festival? Was that like something that was like something that you actually go to, or like something that's like on television, or what? I should look into this Doki Panic history outside of the game. Mushroom Tip Kingdom. Yeah, so like I said, this is the original version of the game. They changed it later, but in this version of Mario, obviously it's not Mario. It's It's like the world of Doki Panic or whatever. But this whole area that we're in, this is called the Mushroom Tip Kingdom. I think that's really why Nintendo wanted to get the license of this Doki Panic, because they didn't want there to be confusion. Because you already had Super Mario Brothers, right? And obviously the Mario Brothers, they go to the Mushroom Kingdom, but then they're like, oh, did you hear about this Doki Doki Panic game? And they're like, no, what about it? Well, that has the Mushroom Tip Kingdom. And they're like, what do we do about that? And they're like, well, what if we buy Doki Panic, and then we'll just change it, and then it'll just be the Mushroom Kingdom, and we will erase the legacy of the Mushroom Tip Kingdom. So essentially, the Mushroom Tip Kingdom was destroyed by Nintendo. Same way Bowser destroyed the ice castle in the beginning of the movie there in the trailer. The poor Mushroom Tip Kingdom. It brings a tear to my eye to think about it. But that's why I wanted to stream the game, so that we could see the original Mushroom Tip Kingdom again. And here it is. I'm actually just kidding. It's not really called the Mushroom Tip Kingdom? I could do the warp here. Did I already? Oh, I used the fucking thing. Well, you know what I can do? I can do that. That's how I get it back. We don't need to see like the entire thing. Like we've seen this. I just want to see the other two characters real quick. Like there's no reason for me to do the entire thing. If it ever starts. Famicom Disk System. Alright, so that was Luigi. This is Princess. Let's see Princess. I just want to see them a little bit. Okay, it does have the float. Okay, so that's Princess. But the Luigi character doesn't work the same as US Luigi. Because he has that big jump, so they changed that. Alright, so there's the float, right? There you go. So let's just see Toad. Let's see Toad. You have to beat it with each character to get the real ending. Does it get more difficult though, or is it the same fucking thing each time? Because like... if it got more difficult with each... then there would be a reason, but I don't see gameplay-wise a reason why to do it, quite frankly. Same thing they're saying. If it got more difficult, I'd be like down, but like it's... what, just to see another screen? I don't know, you can look it up. And this is Toad. See, Toad looks like Mario, though. So that's what they use for Mario, basically, kind of, right there. That's so weird. But yeah, this I guess is Toad, even though it looks like Mario. It's weird. So now I want to see regular Mario 2. I want to see the run in regular Mario 2. Because I'm like... here. So, Mario. Does it also look more vibrant? Or is that the same? It looks like almost like the colors are like look better. And also it has this run. Oh my god, that's so much better. And then the sound effects. This is so much better. I mean, it should be. Like Nintendo's like, alright, let's improve this. And they did. So, I mean, we got the good version of the game, for sure. Like the sound effects and everything. Like, this is so much better. So, I mean, I can't say that they did nothing. They definitely did improve it. And then they fixed, like, the waterfall. You know? Sound is much better. It's more vibrant. Yeah, hang on a second. No, seriously, about it being more vibrant. I wish I could put it side by side, but here, wait a second. Alright, so I'm trying to burn this into my memory. Okay, I'm looking at it. Alright, I'm going back one more time real quick to that, like... oh, where is this? I want to see what that looks like again. Am I crazy, or does it look better in like regular Mario too? It takes so long to start. Oh wait, this stayed? Oh, so if I did want to do that, I could. Not that I fucking give a shit, really, to be honest with you, but I mean, I could. I'm surprised that like stayed. I mean, I guess it's just these. Is that the only difference? It actually is. It's about the same, actually. Yeah, I don't know. I thought like the color looked more vibrant, but not really. It's like the same thing. Okay. All right. I don't know if I have anything else to say about this. That was Doki Doki Panic. I might just call it there. I just wanted to play through it again. It had been years since I played it. I just wanted to see it again and play it again. I was interested, so I don't know. The whole thing it's an interesting piece of, you know, Mario history and everything. Oh, that's right, because you can save on the disc version. It's just that I thought that I would have had to have done something to save it. I didn't do anything. It just saved itself, which is nice. But yeah, it's like Zelda. Zelda would save. Here, wait, and then... Oh, wait, is Zelda 2? Oh, hang on a second. It's looking like Adventure of Link. This is both regular Zelda. I know Zelda 2 was also put onto... I should actually play through Zelda 2 on Famicom. I don't know why it's like not... Oh wait, is this it? Oh, there it is. Let's see if this even works. Insert into fucking box. You guys want to see some comedy? Wait. Okay. Look at that. So, what I mean by, do you guys want to see some comedy? So I put the word fuck in there as my name. Fuck is like a bad word, so that's how it's comedy. Do you see? Pretty funny, huh? I've been doing this for years, so I know now how to make the jokes, and that's the joke there. Change to side B. Am I actually gonna have to... Is it gonna just work or what? Come on, please just do it. Like, maybe this would be a good stream to do like Doki Doki Panic and Zelda 2. So maybe someday I will play through all of like Famicom Disk System Zelda 2, but not if it's gonna be like broken. So I'll probably have to get like another ROM of it or something, and then someday. But I mean, actually, tell you the truth, I do actually have the real game of it too. Maybe I do it on the real thing. Maybe what I should do... Oh, you know what? my copy of it's like broken though. I think I'd have to get another one. So wait, so my real copy of Famicom Zelda 2 is broken, and my ROM is broken. So I have two broken. Fuck. Oh yeah, and then Come. So but I wanted to show you that. So in the original Zelda 2, the one thing that I really dislike about Zelda 2 is like the overworld map. I think it's kind of, as a kid, I love this game. I know a lot of people don't like this game. I think this is one of the best Zelda games. But the overworld map is pretty crappy. But this version of the overworld map makes it a little bit better because sperm cum, a little better. So yeah, I'm gonna have to, if I ever do this, see, clearly that's not acceptable. So, alright, I guess I'll stop there. Maybe someday we'll do that. That's Doki Doki Panic. I don't know. We'll play something else another day. Alright, you guys got anything else before I go? There is Super Load Runner 1 and 2 on Famicom Disk System. Yeah, I've played lots of different Load Runner games. I did a whole stream trying out all different Load Runner games, and it's, you know what version of Load Runner I thought was the best of all of them, believe it or not, was the Nintendo Switch one. Even that one, I'm not like, I think I just don't really like the Load Runner games very much, but like if I had to pick one, probably that one, I guess. Metal Storm. What? Oh, like you want me to stream Metal Storm? Yeah, I should. 30 viewers came in when you said come. That's alright, I don't care. I don't need more viewers, it's already enough. There was already like 400 something people watching this, which I think is crazy that 400 people would watch this crap, so it doesn't need to be more people. Zero says, my name is Mike too. Who is your favorite Mike? How about Mike? Do you know what the first one that came to me was? It was Mike Barnes from Karate Kid 3. I'll just say that. The Karate Kid 3. Mike, how do I get the back door to keep big cock? What? Do you want to rephrase that? I don't understand the question. That makes no sense. That baldy bloke, thank you very much for the tier 2 sub. And I got a subscriber right then. That's good. Penis Mike. Okay. This is going well. This is what happens when I'm like, oh, is anybody in the chat? You know? Because, like, I played Doki Doki Panic for, like, 3 hours, and then, you know, actually I'm like, oh, I'll talk to these people, and then this is what I get, so this is what I asked for, I guess. The bad boy of karate. Yeah, Mike Barnes. The bad boy of karate. Oh wait, he did rephrase it. How do I convince my asshole I don't want the D? Oh, like you... So you're saying that you want to get fucked in the ass, but how... Like, but you like don't want to get fucked in the ass? So how do you convince your ass? I don't... Boy, you know what, honey ham anal? That's a good question. So I'll tell you what. So your name is Honey Ham Anal. Here's what you do. You get yourself a canned ham, and then you open it up. And you know how when you get the ham out of the can and it's real slimy? So you take the slimy ham, and then you can carve like a cock out of the slimy ham, and then you can use the slimy ham and stick it up your ass. And then that won't be cock. It'll be ham. Slimy ham for you to stick into your ass.